Oh, so they're giving you the beam, I guess, as the
That is my
moment.
survival mechanism. And smartly, they designed it so that you can get hit by the first one, but afterwards it's like, no,
Yeah.
you gotta dodge that shit.
So yeah, so this is a big period of games that I didn't play, and even when I got the original Xbox console, I only grabbed a game or two for it. So I never had any of the PlayStations, and missed a good chunk. You know, no Nintendo 64, no GameCube.
What the fuck was I supposed to do there?
Wow.
I just had this long stretch of no speed.
You were
burst
way
or
ahead of it,
anything.
and all of a sudden it catches up in an instant.
Like, we're not gonna give you any.
So one of them that I played recently and finished, because I could pick it up on Steam, was Psychonauts. Which, you know, all these people have this wonderful love for, and it's just this revered game, and Notch is talking about funding it. I'm like, you guys do not remember what 3D platforming was like, because I guarantee you, if you go play this now, the game is almost broken. Getting through the final levels was really just a sheer force of will. There was no enjoyment in any of that.
And also shout out to Tim Schafer and his budgeting prowess. I say prowess.
Well, yeah, so that's the other thing too, of like, okay, we want to, I'm Notch, so I'm going to fund Psychonauts 2, right? And then it's going to be like $20 million, you know, to make the Psychonauts.
The hell it is? It's gonna be like $100 million.
And yeah, so I'm like, well, at first I was kind of like, okay, yeah, that's the game. But then given recent developments, I'm like, I don't know that you can trust... I don't know that Tim Schafer understands the concept of money.
Apparently...
I think it's an abstract concept to him. I think 20 million could be 3 million, and 3 million could be 20 to him. I don't think he has a solid grasp on...
No, he does not.
And I don't think, again, I don't think he's the kind of guy that you want to worry about that anyway, you know, just like, he's the kind of guy, you know, it's like, hey, we're gonna go make your game design.
I'm gonna pole dance to turn this.
Of course.
Why wouldn't I?
You know, he's the kind of guy, it's like, yeah, go do your game design here, we're rolling the budget when we're taking it up. And I think the reason that more of this stuff has become more public is he's trying to get his studio more independent.
Right.
And you know what? I gotta give him props to that as well, because he had a lot of shit wrapped up in THQ.
Right.
And it's like, he's still getting revenue off of games being sold that get pulled from Xbox because THQ went under. And obviously, the studio needs that money. They just... See, now I have problems every time I see something from Double Fine, thinking like, you guys still need the money that bad?
The answer is yes. Yes, they do.
They put up all their soundtracks on Bandcamp for sale today. Like all of them. Like
Okay.
Psychonauts and stuff I've never even heard of, and
Jesus. Fuck.
I generally like their games though. I mean, Psychonauts had its definite, like, rough spot.
Thing.
Okay, that's a thing. That would be so hilarious if that thing landed on your ass right in the middle of that pose.
That would be kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, so that shit just follows me around.
So this became a puzzle game all of a sudden. Benny got bored with the non-stop combat here. Or Benny got a girlfriend, a Yoko Ono at this point, and she's redirecting the game.
Speaking of which, you know, I said that developers were smart enough to give you that first little mistake when we were
Right,
running from
the learning experience.
Yeah, nope.
No.
Because you had to get that first one, or else you couldn't get enough distance between you and
Yoko was
the
like, no, they don't need that. That's not art. They should die and try it again on the second time. Okay? Are we trying to collect the parts and build something?
Yeah, we're trying to build.
Whoa,
the key.
you're like Catwoman. I didn't know that became a thing we could do.
Yeah, that was a few episodes ago. It's been a while for us. So.
Yeah, talked a little bit about this, and I have no idea when these things are going to go up in what order, but talked about this on the Mass Effect of how, it's been several months. Going through surgeries and everything.
Yeah. Which I'm glad you're better now.
Well, yeah, so I called today because I've got a hunch now, and I called the dentist up to just kind of like, this is dumb, right? This is not what's happening, right? So along my gum line, all the teeth have been extracted. I don't know how much of a dedicated audience we have here, but all the teeth have been extracted. A bunch of other shit, long story. And so now I'm going through like this 4 to 6 month period where I have no teeth until my mouth completely heals up and all that, and I can have like a final set of dentures to go in.
Yeah.
I have a temporary set. They hurt like hell, and I just quit wearing them. I'm getting to the point now my gums have healed up enough that I can eat most things. I'd fucking kill someone if I could eat a burger right now. I thought if I could eat a hamburger by killing someone, I would kill someone. But most other things, I can gum to death and get down. I mean, and which has been improvement. Because when I started out, like, I was pureeing even soup, Like, everything went through the blender. So, I mean, it's okay. I'll make it these 4 or 6 months. Not a big deal. But every time I put on these temporary ones that they give me, which are too huge, okay? But generally, you're supposed to be able to wear these temporary ones and then eat the burger, That's what they're there for.
Right.
And they're extremely painful. And I'm starting, like, as I'm reading people online who've done similar surgeries and stuff like that, I'm like, man, okay, after a month, they were up and fine with the temporaries. And some people, the temporaries became the permanent, And they make the temporary before they even pull your teeth out. So they're kind of just, like, eyeballing it when they do that. So, in my case, they were too big. Are they fixing the... It seems like you opened that up already once before.
I died, so...
Oh, okay. So I have these little, like... I don't know what to describe them. Points? Bone burrs? I have points in my gum line that are becoming painful. And it feels like little bits of bone are sticking through these points. And at first I was like, yeah, well, the jaw's reshaping, and then gum will grow up over it and they'll smooth it out and be fine. But it's way too painful when I put direct pressure on these points just to be an exposed piece of jaw. So I call up the dentist, 'cause I'm like, this is not a thing, right? Where I could have, like, fragments of my former tooth that shattered on extraction that are healed up in my gum line and now are inside my gum line, and then my body's like slowly, forcibly, painfully pushing them out of my gum. What your body will do with a foreign object. Unfortunately, the answer I got was, no, that sounds like it's totally a thing. Should call the oral surgeon. Which I'm also thinking, like, can I call a different oral surgeon? Because this is the one who might have left the bone fragments left in my jaw that are now forcibly and painfully pushing their way out of my gum line. I don't know, he's the one I want to try to correct the situation.
Can I call somebody that's competent?
Yeah, and especially if, like, he's gonna charge again? Like, no, let's...
You're the one that fucked this up, not me, so...
So, yeah, that's looking great to try to figure out how all that sucks ass. I hope they lock... Okay, cool. I'm like, man, if they make you fight those things again. Hey, you know what this reminds me of?
Huh.
Psychonauts.
Yeah?
There was some log twisting bullshit.
You just open that up with my giant damn foot.
Oh, hey, we got 4 pieces, right?
I'm not sure. Normally, if you get 4 pieces, it'll just automatically do the thing.
Dad? It's the Yale rowing team.
Can you imagine if somebody showed up at your house and be like, "Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ." You'd be like, "Oh shit. Just don't kill me."
Nope, I'm guessing he's hostile. Wow.
Oh my god.
Hey, remember we talked about that moment to learn?
Not in this game. Fucking fucked up by this shit. So I'm just gonna shoot at you with my gun.
Alright, yeah. That's a little lame. Go ahead, lame it out. Lame it out.
May as well. I'm gonna Chris G the shit out of this. And by Chris G, I mean not win. Is that too soon? Is that too obscure a reference?
I was gonna make a joke saying like this is as exciting as a fighting tournament finale. But I'm not at the level where I can actually make the deep reference that really sells it.
Right.
I don't know the names. I just read the Kotaku article. That's it.
Well, don't read Kotaku for your fighting game information.
Don't read Kotaku for information.
Period.
When Phil Fish and Marcus Beer got into it, that's why you read Kotaku. You're like, who's gonna sum up some gossip bullshit? Kotaku. You want to know any factual information?
Noah Brown hitting his girlfriend and getting arrested? Read Kotaku.
Read Kotaku.
If you want to know about a fighting game player who's never won shit, and whose biggest moment is when Justin Wong fixed a match so he could win. That's...
So how do you come back from that? Can you come back from that? Does that guy play ever again?
Oh, absolutely. Playing right now, I'm sure.
So it's not on him that the match was thrown?
Oh, it's definitely...
Because I thought he colluded, right? I thought there was an agreement of like...
that was this week, okay?
Yeah, that's the story this week we're talking about.
Yeah, that was after... this is not the first time this has happened, nor the second, nor the third, and it's all been involving, like, the same guy.
No, I think what changed this time was Mad Cat said, you know what?
Yeah,
we're not sponsoring this shit.
We're not going to sponsor events that do this anymore.
And then all of a sudden it stopped.
Yeah, it's like when one of the sponsors said, because Mad Cat sponsors everything. I mean, Mad Cat has come a very long way from being the company that, oh god, if they made something, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
To being...
Dude, you don't have like a real Xbox controller? What is this Mad Cat's bullshit?
Yeah. To making, premier fighting game peripherals. But...
Did they do the Game Genie? Was that Mad Cat?
No, that was Galoob.
Oh, shit, Galoob.
Yeah. Got your micro machines and your fucking Game Genie, all from Galoob.
Did they also make Mask? I don't know.
I think maybe they did make Mask. I think you're right on that.
I had like a Mask knockoff set that...
Called what?
I can't remember the name of it.
How do you knock off Mask?
They were like guys that looked like masks, and they had like masks looking like vehicles and shit. Except they had ropes, like these little nylon strings.
What the fuck?
And so like you could tie the string to like your bed and a table.
Yeah.
And then all the vehicles were designed to like roll down the string, to the hell do they call that? There's a name for this. Where you zip line. Yeah. They were all made to like zip line down everything. I mean, it was such an obvious like, okay, this mask thing looks like it's getting popular. We gotta get in on that.
Yeah, we might want to jump in on this.
Yeah. And of course my mom was always, well, he likes this Smash stuff, but
Oh my god.
wow, there's a sale, and I can get him like all the vehicles to this other one.
That's okay. I got this. I got
So it's like I don't own the Transformers, I own the GoBots because you can get a deal on the GoBots.
because nobody fucking wants them.